right, it's time for Political Roundtable, mainland 98.3 FM. My name is Saheed Fuhad, the show where we look at the major issues in the politics. I call local politics because, again, we're going to be here in Nigeria looking at what is happening in the political space. It's 2026 already, and our politicians are moving fast. We need to catch up with them. We can't allow for any gaps or any lapses, if you understand what I mean. A lot is happening because at the speed of light, and that's what to expect in 2026. On Political Roundtable, we'll try to catch up with these major issues, the major actors and the actions as they happen. Today, we will go to Kano, we'll stop in Rivers, and then, of course, look at opposition politics in Nigeria by focusing on the ADC. Yes, we first go to position ADC. In Kano State, the State Assembly have all approved of, even though the godfather of the Red Cap movement, the man that coordinates the Red Cap movement, people he had helped, or the 괶ᴜᴛᴜ movement have helped to get to power. If they do this, it's going to be a betrayal that would definitely come with its own consequences. There's been a lot of talking points around the possibility of Governor Abba Yusuf abandoning the 괶ᴜᴛᴜ movement. Good authority, but it's gone. But we'll look at the issues, really. There are several angles to this particular issue. In fact, to Governor Abba Yusuf, who is also an assembly member, the governor is his in-law. So, a lot to think about, really, a lot to talk about. I've seen people who have told me, hope is not a 괶ᴜᴛᴜ thing, being disguided as a fight. But we'll talk about it. But it's a courtesy, he got to jump on these issues. So it's going to be our first major talking point. What is happening in Kano? What are the calculations? In one of the reports today, it said that Umaru Ganduje, the former governor of the state, is back into the country. He's been away for some time. And that his return to the country is also in preparation for the movement of Governor Abba Yusuf to the APC. There are meetings to be held, and that, look, this may just, like it or not, the APC leadership have been putting out statements. And the statements somehow indicate he is now a member of their party.
001.
It was not a mistake that the form 001 was given to interview, I think a day or two ago, and he said a whole lot of things that are in clear. Governors are treated with respect and they become automatically the leaders of the party. There are also reports that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has decided to intervene, in fact, to meeting with the president to resolve this issue of the State Assembly giving a second notice in just 1 year to Governor Siminalayi Fubara. How complicated is the situation? Wike is boasting that, look, he is still the only politician alive today that is able to control two parties. How you can do it. I control the APC. I control the PDP in this state. The chairman of the APC is with me. The chairman of the PDP in Rivers State is with me. I've got the capacity. He has even told people who are telling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to sack him, to say, look, it's not your joy. I've even seen people that have been told to go and say no more. And then we go to the ADC, where pundits are predicting that, look, if there's one thing that's going to tear this party apart, it will be the interest of Atiku and loyalists of Atiku in the party who have been issuing statements. One of them have said that, you know what, Atiku is in this game not to step down for anybody. I think that was done by his media spokesperson. Chief Dele Momodu also issued a statement recently saying that, look, Atiku is not in this game to step down for anybody. Whereas you also have obedient movement, leaders of our support away from him. So political pundits are already predicting that, look, this challenge will eventually tear the ADC apart beyond even the crisis of who is in charge or not in charge of the party. The possibility of aligning the interest of these two political heavyweights, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. Roundtable, mainland 98.3 Facebook. We're on YouTube. You can also listen to us live via the Radio Garden platform. So all platforms active. The Kano State House of Assembly has thrown its weight behind unresolved leadership crisis and ongoing court cases that it says will jeopardize the mandate of the governor if he does not decide to leave now. So basically, barrister, the same issue happened to us in the NNPP. People have gone to court. There have not been clear court pronouncements. There have been contradictions. And it will be too risky. Nobody is completely sure of what the courts will say about leadership issues within the party. Clearly saying that, look, it's a big risk for anybody to take. The governor is not ready to take that kind of risk. Meanwhile, the godfather of the Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ movement, on whose name the movement was founded, insisting they must account alignment in the state, saying defections rarely occur without his or his family and even his lineage. And he's saying that, look, there will be repercussions. Look, he will be ready to join any political alignment or political coalition that offers him either the presidential ticket. What is going on in Kano State?
Politics.
Governor Kabiru Abba Yusuf, that used to be known as Abba PA, because of his long-standing relationship with Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ, even before Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ became a politician, they've been together.
I have a coarse voice.
I'm sure they'll manage.
I struggled to make it to the studio tonight. But I want you guys to know that power itself is an aphrodisiac. Power can make a man go out of control. Now, it does not matter. I mean, it's like we have it in a saying in my place in Benue, that no matter how young your child is, if you put him on your shoulder, he becomes taller than you. That's how power is. Everybody knows that in 2019, the same man was here a lifeline. And what happened when in 2023, he got party?
Yes. Because he was saying he has to be Abba Yusuf or
they
nobody.
They had to go and join Ganduje.
To fight against Abba Yusuf.
To fight against Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ. But you know what happened? In spite of all the teaming up against Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ, delivered 990. And then Tinubu came a distant second, 517, where Atiku scored 131.
A big margin.
Now, I have to say this because people do not understand the possible impact of Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ in Kano State. Don't forget that Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ was governor 8 years
before Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ returned.
Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ can bounce back.
To tell you how big he is.
This Kano State as the icing of the thing. And they have been trying everything to get Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ to join the party.
Yes.
In fact, at a point,
they were very near.
We were told
he was going to defect. That was why Ganduje left.
That's why Ganduje had to be removed as the chairman of the party, because
but it didn't happen.
He said he didn't want Ganduje. But the week he was supposed to raise that election, because this guy is not under a threat of losing his seat.
Yeah.
The party, yes, there are a few challenges. Written in such a manner that was controversial. He still survived it. So, and today the Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ movement in Kano, if it doesn't belong to the ruling party, the government in power may move against him. And that's why they beat him. This movement is sent abroad. Who will
Yusuf's planned defection from the NNPP. They say had their red cap on.
Look, I'll tell you something.
I thought they would have removed the red cap.
Look, the reason is because there is no state assembly that will put up a challenge to any governor.
At all.
You see, that's the reason why the governors fight so hard
to
make sure that they control who becomes the speaker, who is it that controls the treasury, who has the key to the treasury. It's all the assembly members, and the new candidates will beat them in Kano. We're talking about somebody who has street credibility. Kano is the only state that Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ controls today.
Yes.
And he's on ground there. Even when he was out of power completely against an incumbent governor.
He still won.
Backed by the by the federal government.
So why do you think it has been difficult for the APC to get him into the party?
Because
now that he's even open to joining
he's such a big
any political coalition that gives him an offer.
He's such a big fish that you cannot just bring him in and find a place that is suitable for him, and you are not going to have Obi in ADC. Obi on top of the ticket, Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ is number 2. Don't forget that in 2023, Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ said he would never be deputy to Obi.
But he has now opened himself up to that possibility. Yeah.
So things are changing. And because he's also looking at his own position and say, look, I think though I'm a big fish in Kano, I need to become a bigger fish on the national scene. Tᴡɪᴛᴛᴇʀ might seem weak nationally, but be extremely careful.
Before you jump.
Because this bandwagon effect that they are all banking on, that once you are in the ruling party, don't forget that there was a time in this country that the contest to win the the ticket. At this stage, in 2015, the PDP had 30 state governors.
And they still lost.
And they still lost the general election. Here, the Nigerian people will play the opposition. We don't believe in any party to be able to play opposition anymore. Yes, the ADC is gathering like a gathering storm. We've seen there a little bit of movements here and there. And hopefully, it will be better for our democracy that at least we have people who can act as a checkmate on the party in power. Because if we are going to have a one-party state completely in this country, it's not good for democracy. However, the biggest party, we are the opposition.
Okay, all right. I'm going to quote again from what Kwankwaso has said about all of Yusuf as bond with that movement. It's not like the 괏ᴜᴜᴜ thing. This has gone to the extent that they are even in-laws. But Kwankwaso is saying that, look, some individuals often follow what they assume, like Barrister is saying. What they assume is the winning side without understanding the long-term consequences. That's what Kwankwaso is saying. That. So there are that comes with it. If Governor Abba Yusuf decides to join the APC and he gets the support of President Bola, gets to the point where the Kwankwaso needs to take on that particular arrangement.
For what? During the second tenure of Rabi Kwankwaso, I was in Kano. In fact, people should know it is on record. Even his government tried for over 6 months to arrest me when I was in Kano. I wrote a report about SUPEB, about corruption in SUPEB at that particular time. And we later saw in Lagos here, and he told me one thing. And that is where I want to start. He said,
spread beyond Kano and Northwest. Yeah.
But one thing that I will not go beyond Kano, but if there is any partnership at that particular time, that he believes he has invested so much. For people that don't know, I don't know a politician in Nigeria, I stand to be corrected, that have sent students abroad. What I mean student, I'm talking about students of pop sending 2,000, 3,000. People should know. There are some people in APC today, in Kano. They are still a member of Kwankwaso movement. Some are in PDP in Kano. The power of Kwankwaso is so huge on that particular movement. On this particular one, if Abba Yusuf moves to APC and he gets all the assistance he's going to need, that assistance is going to only be in terms of security. It's going to certain people in Kano. They will collect the money and still vote against him. But that does not mean that he doesn't have chance as a governor. Don't forget that at times you cannot bet more on Nigerians, especially in the area of poverty. But one thing that Kwankwaso have ever been able to in Nigeria, apart from the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that has held other than Rabi Kwankwaso, even the 2 times that Ibrahim Shekarau used as a governor, we know what metamorphosed into that particular thing. But Kwankwaso is well grounded. A lot of things is going to happen. But I can tell you, he has a son.
The man won't throw in law.
Yes, but one thing there, and about 4%.
It will be the
general election.
Yes.
You know, one of the states that I predicted. So I know how it is. If Kwankwaso has another, provided that part of Kwankwaso will follow Abba Yusuf, that one is certain. Part of them, especially those situations in which if he has, even if he is not a vice presidential candidate and presidential candidate of any party in the upcoming presidential election in another party, because the way I'm seeing it also, you may see Kwankwaso also align immediately. Governor Abba moves to APC. So surely he's going to have his own candidate, and it's going to be a serious battle. See, there are a lot of credibility that Kwankwaso has in Kano. Don't forget, even Ibrahim Shekarau also come from his own political world. Ibrahim Shekarau, before Dangote and Co. assist Yusuf.
But you know what happened eventually
yes,
to them.
but what now happens that before he could win a second tenure, we know what really happened. And after that, can he be able to restore? He has to restore another person. I can't against Abba Yusuf.
If he goes to the APC.
It's going to be very difficult for Abba Yusuf to win.
Again, we are just a lot of permutations now. The surprising thing is that, look, we are taught that this relationship is made in heaven. Nothing is going to happen to it.
For someone to marry your daughter.
No relationship in politics is made in heaven.
So some of us are learning that very fast by 𝐶𝐶. Because again, you would have thought that there are some relationships. No.
Saraki moved against his father to another party.
Well, when the daughter was going to be fielded.
Yes, now. So automatically, in politics, it happens.
Bukola Saraki moved against his father.
But one thing there is that, Olusola Saraki in Kwara State, as of now, there is no politician that is like him.
Baboloye himself, not Bukola.
Not even Bukola. Because what it means is that it's about impact we are talking about. If you have a problem of water, and irrespective of that, but don't forget, the reason why we are talking about.
But Baboloye then, the idea too was people living Juman service to go and queue in front of his house. To collect 1,000.
But don't forget that the same impact we are talking about, Kwankwaso, the educational empowerment that is given to his people. In fact, our president, Tinubu has a foundation.
Well, he might not have a foundation, but he has his own followers and believers.
Did he have
who can die for him
every day? I'm coming.
He may not have. He doesn't have.
See, that is why I'm talking about poor children from poor homo. I can count no more than 20,000.
Okay, but
it is not exaggeration, no.
I wanted you to just talk about Bukola Saraki before I move to Joseph. You wanted to say
yes,
on a video.
But
to help a community. Thing that led to the political leaders who have been governor, rescue Nigeria.
The Nigeria that you
to praise themselves around, and then they talk about how well they have done for the country. If you have done well for the country, where is the country today?
but we would have to make a choice.
You understand what I'm saying? Yes.
These are still the options open to Nigeria.
And this is why I have been telling Nigerians, I'm a card-carrying member of APC. Themselves as leaders, you have got to look for people that you think can represent you. And in most of the European countries, 16.
Yes.
Why? Because so Western voters as the agenda of any political party.
It's about them.
If you do not meet their needs
and expectations,
they throw you out. No sentiment about religion and all that.
Or whether a political party is just about
political zone.
At every point in
with
Romney, what was the key issue? You remember the debate?
Better, yeah.
Obama was looking disinterested.
Yes.
He looked at his race has been reset. Mitt Romney was going to win. But then there was the second debate.
Yes. That changed everything.
Which was Libya came about.
Yes.
Where Ambassador, you don't shoot before you take an aim. Went alone, President Romney as someone who is not matured enough to govern the country. And then he got people thinking, do we want a stable hand? What we have always done is to make elections about those in power.
We reverse the order.
Yes, and the question we have always asked ourselves, is it from
if he wins, would he protect
one that we have right now? We have to look at them. What is new that they bring in?
Not political parties. Same political parties. The NNPP also comes.
Labour Party is missing now.
The NNPP also comes. It has its own crisis. There have been cases in court. I purposely did not leave the SCV because in reality,
no, you would have been in the fray.
Well, but but the PDP as it stands today cannot legally field candidates as it stands. In fact,
I think that has changed because it looks like INEC has recognized them.
No, in municipal election, they said they would.
He said it yesterday.
They cannot
on Friday.
Yes,
during the because
INEC came out in Lagos.
So he said it.
Abuja, they are not presenting anybody because of this situation.
And there are some cases, in fact, 5 or 6 cases
are still pending in court. So we have the NNPP too now. The crisis in the party being the excuse or the reason why Governor Abba Yusuf may be leaving the NNPP for the APC.
I think for me, if you have a lot of individuals who have personal crises and they will bring it to become an aggregate, and any person that joke with it, I think he may just end up working. What happened when they call inconclusive? You know that this man was this man was not in power but he has it. But again, I think people should equally know that in the old Nigeria, I'm sorry to put it this way, in the old Nigeria, Kanu have a lot of sophisticated electorate. Those guys will fight them. They will be ready for you. If you look at after Obama tweet, if you look at that protest that they have in Kanu, citizens are extremely very, very sophisticated. So it is, for me, it's possible that the governor have the camp, but the people know where to this current governor. So it is you that move, but we have where we are going. And again, for me, I'm equally seeing that a lot of things will happen between now and he already told us that whether United Nations or whatever is not bothered about anything. So I believe our leader will be extra careful, politically not to allow anything that will make Donald already, and it's only God that know how to be. Then again, the other one is that I think it is time for Nigerian politicians should know that a lot of people many states that the governor have the camp, the people are here to the camp. Just like what Barrister Curtis said. I was interacting with some people in a Delta state, and they were telling me that, well, the governor, if the election is free and fair, the people will decide, say, okay, it is you that move, we did not move. So INEC, the security agent, Kano people, they won't send anybody. They won't. A crisis in Kano is always something that you need to be extra careful with.
You think if there's any states that federal might can,
not Kano,
can still hold their own,
and any presidential candidate that is able to his own, it may become an advantage, will become an enemy together, and they will be taking some this.
Or he should just
he has to
run it alone the way he did it in
has to,
2023.
because I mean, Kano State alone cannot.
They are not able to expand out.
It's got to expand its base.
Yes.
The size, the huge size, some strategic alliances. And I think that's what he wants to do. I understand that the ADC is cutting him, and he's also showing serious interest in joining the ADC because in some northern states like Jigawa, Sokoto, and all of that. But that didn't.
So don't you think it's a political fatigue of you just playing it at the local level, not expanding their base?
I think what is happening is that there is a fixation of the ruling party on Abba Yusuf, because they believe that apart from Kwakwanso, he's the next said, even Satan has his followers. There are those who will leave the Kwakwanso either in the NM brand, then making your friends your enemies.
All the differences will just end automatically.
And you see now Kwakwanso, Umar Ganduje, who at the time was a sworn enemy of Abba Yusuf. So in the bus,
because this were the people demolishing their properties. Abba Yusuf had demolished several properties linked to said to be linked to Ganduje.
And one thing again that why some members that are supporting Abba is that if they have the numbers in Kano, that there are different positions, head of agencies, ambassadors, and whatever, and the little that they are getting from the state is what they are spreading among us. So that
and this is the question to everyone here, that Kwanso joins the APC
party is very important for
because
the party
if he
now.
Joins the ADC,
but
if he wants Kano,
he will
get it.
He didn't want to lose in the crowd.
No.
Let me tell you something.
Yes.
The APC is going to implode.
But at least before it implodes, we don't know. That will not happen.
PDP that
not in overstuffing the political channels, where chairmen of parties that were sworn enemies against governors of opposing party, and now all of a sudden along, former governor of Plateau State. Now that itself comes with a lot of give and take, because you are not going to have the governors trying to like sanitize entries, where some old members of the party
begin to put out their own interests,
who had waited, hoping that this time they won't wait. They move to other political parties. So you are going to see a lot of conflict. It's not yet Uhuru for APC.
For the APC.
But they have a
by the APC national chairman when he was speaking on a radio program in Jos on how the APC manages its structure. It's bigger than just Rivers State, because again, governors are coming in, they are being told that as you come in, you become the leaders of, include them, but you are the leaders of the party. Now you've talked about people who have been in the party, Some of them are hoping to become yes.
The APC has sought to create one track.
Okay.
They ended up creating about 3 tracks.
So
Unintentionally.
Yeah.
Let me explain it.
All right.
I am the vice president of the pursuit citizens of Nigeria. The vice president is not someone who, after leaving power and bringing a protege to take over from him, is not someone who still want to be
breathe down on the in control. Okay. Pastor Moeno knelt before him.
The guy left the party and went to APC. You have never heard a word from
Udom Emmanuel
or running that issue. You go to Cross River State. Ayade facilitated the election of the current governor. Oh. You don't have that issue. When you go to River State, where there is an eternal leader,
emperor,
eternal maximum leader. In fact,
it's a rainbow coalition.
He literally amended the Nigerian constitution
to create a rainbow party
that say you must be sponsored by a political party before you can contest the election.
In Rivers, no party.
This is the man that said, you know, I wrote about it.
Yeah.
That Akume, every governor he has sponsored,
he fights with them.
The vice president told him, you brought Siswan. You are a senior government leader.
Is that what they are telling Wike now?
What I'm telling you is that they wanted to create one tract, which is to say, foundational member of the party, or he's just jumped in yesterday, is your leader. In some states, that will work. Okay? But in order to throw access to power in the state.
So what happens on that?
In Lagos State.
Can you say it's the governor?
Can you say it's the governor?
Don't say, my dear governor.
The governor is the leader of the party there.
The governor is the leader of the party, according to man, Dr. No, it's Dr. Something you are doing. They will tell you when they say you A, B, C. Before you know, the man just
who called the shots to Edo State. But we've not seen real fight.
Are you feeding?
Obaseki decapitated godfatherism in Edo. And you remember Wike came out fully is because he's standing against Godfather.
And even
Wike praised Obaseki.
Yes.
For fighting against Godfatherism.
Yes. And also praised Ambode. And say Ambode should resist Tinubu.
So like what I'm saying, I think the party, whether PDP, APC, NNPP, they should serious deep
I want us to keep monitoring Jos. And he said that, look, he described as influence politics. The structures or decision-making processes. Now, I will quote him verbatim. Now, it's a centralized structure that prevents the domination of party affairs by powerful individuals at state or local level. At state or local level. Please, let's pay attention to. Nobody can take any section of the party. Whatever is done at the state level is planned at the national level. It is not planned at the state level, Nantawe said. Still quoting him. No local government chairman, governor, senator, or
Yes.
I'm coming. I have a reason for it. According to him, the party structure was deliberately designed to avoid crises associated with godfatherism and elite capture. Quoting him again, this is why APC does not have a board of trustees. Party structures, he said. Now, by Sakoti Sadiba, who controls the APC?
To confuse people like me, Nuruddin and Joseph.
Yeah, I don't because I know that what he has said. Look, from what I can puncture a lot of things.
Prof himself does not even believe what he said.
As a politician, they say things that they themselves don't even believe.
And say, Commander-in-Chief of political
but he didn't
forces.
want to say it in there.
And the central commander is the president.
Even
before he became the president, he was the national leader of
the party. But now that he's the president, so his prof indirectly
that belongs to the president, not to God.
See, I ask people in Osun State now how primary was done.
Who made him the chairman of the party?
The president.
The president. By the way, the former chairman of the party that Prof took over from has registered with the president.
Who told Ganduje to step aside?
You see,
president.
We can deceive ourselves.
How dangerous is this one-man central command system?
That was not formed unintentionally because that system didn't exist under Muhammadu Buhari. Politics. I mean, if you listen to Fashola, when he came on Channels TV and he was at, and then later his successor, what can you say that is different about the two men?
That you do, you know what you are doing.
You come back to him to complain, you have a problem, he steps in. If you don't,
I'll follow you there.
He wants to
He's there with you.
He wants to know how you're doing. So that's exactly what is going on in the APC now. Though they
decide what happened everywhere
because
within the party.
you know the issue between him and the late respected Audo.
But
I think it's a let's say political platform, not political party.
That idea of Chief Olusegun Obasanjo deciding what, so at some point, if you agree with me, Joseph, the internal political structure of the PDP collapsed completely.
No. I think there's a conflict.
Okay.
A conflict of ideas, in the sense that all the political parties today do not have it. So candidates emerge by fiat in most of the political parties.
People decide who becomes
now,
what. Yeah.
You don't have. You see, that's where the problem lies. Because nemo dat quod non habet. You can't give what you don't have. You can't play something or nothing.
So if within your party you cannot play by the rules.
Yes, let me tell you what happens. If you want to be president in the United States, either on the political platform of the primaries or in caucuses, the parties are organized in different states. You have caucuses, voting, and you have direct primaries. In fact, there are rules whereby you can change either Republican and Democrat in the same primary election. And there are states whereby only two members of a political party can be fielded for an election, depending on what they scored. Like in California, for instance, we've seen cases where there was a contest between two Democratic candidates
the same party
in an election. So what is happening in our own part of the world is that we have to simply lock the gate and put some henchmen
in charge of
all over the team.
Even as members of the, even as residents of the estate, you can't even go.
You be very stubborn.
Look at what is going on in Rivers State. I know we'll get
yes, but we're already in Rivers State. I'm going to bring out.
Can you imagine the disruption to the political system, whereby candidates indicated interest, or aspirants indicated interest in being governor? Wike used public 2022. I think it was sometimes in March. The EFCC declared Fubara wanted, Fubara and others wanted for 410 states. But because he has immunity, they couldn't go after him, so they went after the accountant general. Because they knew that he buried all the bodies.
He knows where they are buried.
That man, at a point, Wike
was campaigning
because they were afraid that he would be snatched from the campaign grounds. Not until he became governor-elect, got into power. Okay? Wike himself, you would have seen video of Mama Peace, Mrs. Jonathan, handing him over to Odud. Of all the candidates that are talented, that have independent minds, that can go there and look,
not because Wike was the best for Rivers State.
No, let me tell you a
at
story.
that time, yeah.
In a state, and I'm not going to mention names.
Still talking about the gated democracy.
Yes.
So people understand.
And even before the exam, they knew that guy was the best for the state. But you know what? He came top in the exam, and yet the political godfather of the state, the governor, cannot control him.
I don't think any APC member today will say after Tinubu, any governor emerged through a properly democratic process.
This is what I'm saying. So
it also been somebody deciding.
Even the one that is on in APC, which one that even
came out through.
Go and read the history of the United States. Strange name.
Never.
Will become
president.
Muslim for that matter.
We go ahead and beat a powerhouse of the Democratic Party
in America,
Hillary Clinton, and then emerge as the president of the United States.
And still winning the general election.
This is what I say to people. You can't come to the world. You know why? The United States was conceived as an idea that is constantly reinventing himself
and evolving.
Those of you who are not happy with Trump, and I'm one of them,
check their institutions.
What you are seeing in America is that a group of people, in larger number this time, feels that the idea that the United States represents for them all these years
should be restructured,
should be changed.
So it's not a Trump thing, really.
It's not a Trump thing. The country was built to be a hill, a haven, a light on a hill.
On a hill, yeah.
An idea. You keep hearing them talking about working towards a more egalitarian, and another group of people will emerge
and reinvent it again.
And invent an American.
Not leaving the guiding principles.
No, they believe in their country, and that's why. Look, America is not only a super power; it's also a super nation. Nigerian German. or African German. Koreans will go to America, they become American. Nigerians will go to America, they become Americans. And have equal rights. Yes, there are discomforting features built on diversity, and it's still a very diverse country up to today. So the point I'm trying to make is that you have Nigerians who are mayors, who are occupying strategic positions in America that they cannot even know. Now we are for. We want to be governor of Lagos State, right? All we are asking for is that the people of Lagos should be allowed the opportunity to choose from among the four of us.
In a free and fair contest.
Will be their best. If that happens, you know what we mean?
Imagine in our own kind of politics.
An Indian from Uganda
Party.
I tell people that Obama will never have.
So, for me, you know, I said it here several times. The challenge that we have in Nigeria, for my own definition, in Nigeria is a system that does not have a system. You can just wake up and start climbing the tree from up, down. And when we sit down and say, okay, just like what 𝐴 said, we sit down and say, okay, let's have a system that will be evolving. Institution in Nigeria. You know, individual, that will help to rig election at the end of the day. And I say, well, let's just allow you, after 4 years, we just
go to court.
For every election, we know. Many Nigerians know the rule that even a problem
or the enabler
of you know, there was one election that day is only God that save us. We didn't know that this is what we're carrier. You know, as journalists, we're trying to be that they have what they call exhibit.
Do you know how many elections that have been conducted in the US and the results voided by the court? Have you heard of anyone?
Well, almost difficult.
But you know, in Nigeria here, INEC will conduct an election. Somebody will challenge the result of that election in the court. INEC will not be penalized in any way.
But they conducted the election.
Yes. They conducted the election. And they go on to conduct another
and the
election.
flaws identified as...
They still can conduct the same election in that place.
If the court ordered
a rerun. The same INEC will still conduct the election. If courts keep nullifying the election,
now the same person.
It means that INEC. So, but when they order a rerun, from the based on flaws in the conduct of the election, they still tell INEC to go.
They will continue to be fighting the way they are fighting. Look at Yᴏᴜᴛ. Look at Kwankwaso we are talking about. It doesn't mean that Kwankwaso love Kano
more than any other person in Kano.
That does not mean Wike upon all his rainbow.
It's about 35% of IGR.
And I will not hand it over to anybody.
And just imagine, how will somebody collect 35% of IGR of a state? And there are some certain government.
Malami, what? That number of houses, right? In fact, it's good that it's being made to face the law.
But you know what? They
did all of these things, yes.
There are those under President Tinubu who are acquiring like Malami acquired today.
Even the one that was alleged to sign for money, that is still alive.
But are politicians just deliberately delusional? Is it that they know these things and the corruption they don't like is the one they don't benefit from?
Yes.
By 𝐴, we know politicians who came into this country in 1999.
That they have nothing.
Me looking at them, I'm just saying.
When he came into the country to contest election,
so I'm coming barrister. I'm coming
in Lagos. If they are in 1999, they are listing people that are rich.
But I'm telling you now.
And for listeners, don't think I'm afraid to discuss it the way barrister wants to discuss it.
Okay, because you want to generalize.
I just want to generalize it.
Let me tell you
something.
Yes. Majority of people who are
when people begin vilifying Malami, I just laugh.
See, majority of the people who are
and their followers and supporters know
the truth.
Yes, now
you have to loot by building intricate schemes,
terrible schemes, so
appropriate the resources of the state.
To yourself.
And we know it. 8 years or 9 years.
And how you suddenly became a political colossus that controls everything.
There are some politicians in Southwest here that I'm opposed. I know the one that is repairing wall clock before.
They said there's one that used to repair AC.
Hey now.
Air condition.
Air condition.
There is one. There is a particular one. That one is working in a factory. There is another one. That one does not even have anything.
Make people understand that. Look,
I understand where you are going.
Yes.
The thief is the only one who has been caught.
For example, if you look at EFCC, now because when you say you are fighting corruption, first, the first show to everybody that they captured. Because if you look at Malami, after the release, this man is actually under your investigation.
Yeah.
And I believe that before what you are going to see now, the case will go from.
Before Malami was Yahya Bello's case.
With all the drama.
Is EFCC defending Bello now?
No, he says he's innocent. He says he's innocent.
I'm saying
Yes,
it's EFCC that is not defending Bello.
That is innocent.
Because you've been asking me, let me ask you now.
Yes.
If Malami were to remain a staunch member,
People are also ministers too. Why
Right.
is being
you know,
tried?
we have
Yes.
said in this house that no matter how highly placed, that's our starting position. However, we also recognize conflicts. We also recognize diversion. And how these things have been carried out. Yahya Bello, there has not been forfeiture other than the money that the school returned.
All the properties are still intact.
They are still in.
We still enjoying.
Jonathan's case.
Yes.
The money has been returned to her.
Their money has been returned now.
Now, on the basis of the APC, on basis of principles, you say,
No. I
you are being tried by the APC. I'm talking on principle.
We don't pretend about our principles.
Okay.
We tell you who we are. We elected the number 3 man whose case was a member of the conciliation committee. Is it as important as the president of the Senate?
So I'm even jonesing by even thinking that.
And so that's what I'm telling you.
Okay, let's do this quickly because of time. Reports are saying the president is already intervening in the Rivers matter. He's already, if I go to the minister, because again we know that whatever the House of Assembly is doing in Rivers State,
Those ones they don't have.
It's
they don't
just
have
the call of the
minister.
There is nobody that we want to fight Fubara, because you know the problem is that that you are my man.
So what intervention do you think will happen? Do you think?
Look, the only intervention we need from the president is an intervention that is based on the Constitution of Nigeria. You cannot have in a state a governor, no matter what happened behind the scenes. The truth of the matter is that someone has been elected. The challenge here is that you have Wike trying to lift a page from the playbook of the president, who is himself the ultimate godfather.
In Lagos State.
In Lagos. Remove Wike. What is even the contribution of Wike?
The post-2023, Wike has done a lot of work.
For who?
By dismantling the PDP, basically. It's to the benefit of the APC and the president.
Only 283,000 votes from Rivers State.
I'm saying beyond the vote.
Benue gave and the
seems to be telling him now.
The APC has
and they will not allow him.
No. And you think that the statement that the secretary of APC issued was done by himself alone?
Because again, Barrister, apart from Ajibola Bashir,
an interloper
who has no right to meddle in the internal affairs of the APC.
Since he's not a member.
And he says, as far as membership is concerned, Wike is not a member of the APC. And
he's saying Wike is not a member of their party.
Is he a member of their party?
He's not a member of their party. But he's the one that choose the chairman of APC in the Rivers for them now.
No,
he's the one that choose it for them.
Okay.
No, another thing again, Barrister Curtis. Another thing again is this. As much also on the governor of the state. It is very, very important. It is about law. Irrespective of politics, you are playing with yourself. For the sole administrator,
yes,
it is also incumbent on the governor, if you are going to carry over the appropriation to another year, which we can extend by according to the law. I'm coming.
Exactly. Have you listened to him?
I've listened to him.
Who said that? Look, they passed the budget, and that budget is to run till August.
I understand.
Next year. Wait now. But did you wait now?
How come a governor? I'm coming. How come a governor any interaction?
So how do governors
with the state House of Assembly?
How do governors and states interact?
Who told you that they're not interacting? The governor came out. Listen, the governor said he has made attempt to go to the house. They will not. The only reason why they reconvene now is to carry out the instruction of their leader.
But one thing,
we are not even supporting him, not because we like him. Yeah.
Yes.
You cannot allow a non-state actor.
Yes.
Jonathan, play the same role in the emergence of Wike. Yet it understands that their call to duty is more to the Rivers people,
not to a godfather.
An individual, godfather. And that's the problem here.
But another thing again is that if the president, because one thing there
no, I wanted to punch on what you said, that a governor will not nominate any of the commissioners.
What kind of agreement is that?
What they are saying is that
I don't believe in it.
no.
Before I open the phone line, I will play something. But we are Abiyon Bender.
I said 10,000.
I will play. But let me ask you, politically speaking, now. Would you on something that we have not
I'm not saying
I
is
think that the president made a mistake allowing a toxic politician like Wike. They did arrest him and some other leaders of the party. You remember he said to, if you recall,
making him understand that look,
to understand.
You might have contested to be president,
Yes.
but as it stands, level don't change.
This conflict, like I said, can be resolved with the IGP, the service chiefs, and all others by giving them the right instruction.
We are going to open the phone lines
It's
very
as
soon.
simple as that.
Barrister, we'll make this very fast. Let's make a prediction. I'll ask you one after the other. What's he going to do?
So the president wants to win River State.
Yes.
In 2027.
Yes.
He knows he can win River State with the governor. The president is going to stand behind the governor.
You think you stand behind the governor this
But
time?
he's going to ask the governor to make a few concessions to Wike.
Okay.
Just to save his face.
And you think Wike will be happy with that?
Well, if he's not happy, then he gets the beating.
You and I know that. You think so too?
Well, for me, the impeachment will not come. That one is certain.
Okay.
And
what do you think the president would do?
What
On
the
this
president
agreement is agreement that Wike is shouting up and down.
No, that of Wike.
So you think the president will also support the second term?
Wike should interact with the cognitive.
He will not listen.
If I'm on the side of the president,
what would
that agreement? Me, I go say I don't know.
Yes.
If Wike wants to know how strong,
I
see whether he beat
all right, let's quickly do this just in 5 minutes. That look, they should have even resolved the issue of who becomes what within the that Atiku is grandstanding. I'm not stepping down for anybody.
I think
that
because
if that Baba man say he's been running.
And let me tell you.
Yes.
Atiku can be beaten.
At the primary.
It can be beaten.
By
what has happened?
That can be beaten by Obi.
No. What has happened is that
you know because when you say Atiku,
yes, it's no guarantee that the opposition will win.
Of course,
yes,
but we are talking about within now, the ADC now.
So I'm going to that place. What I'm saying to you is that if the ADC want to top of the ticket,
you think so?
And so what they need to do to themselves,
yes,
is to tell themselves the truth, and in their primaries ensure that Atiku deliberately went after Buhari to go and get him
because they knew
Atiku has strong following in the north. Do you understand?
Yes.
But Atiku won't do too well in the east, in the south.
In the south.
A combined ticket of somebody who is strong in the north and somebody who is also strong in the south.
But that's not Obi. Obi is
Atiku
not
doesn't fit in there.
But can you say Obi is strong in the north?
No. That's why he needs a deputy. If Obi is going to be on top of the ticket,
yes,
and that's what look. It
might just be Obi's ticket.
He said he will never be vice president to anybody.
So it might just be Obi's ticket.
These guys are thinking of Obi Kwakwanso ticket.
So where do you put ever go for reasoning beyond what Atiku will do if it comes to resources for resources?
You know what Kwakwanso? I mean, you know what I mean to Tamboa.
Yeah.
Before we begin to share, and I think that is a message that is going around ADC
now.
If you look at the last election, Obi took not PDP voters. Obi is a VP. He will just withdraw his support. I said, does it matter? That man didn't even know when they were conducting party primaries.
The primary that he contested.
When I see, they have but
even his own town he cannot win.
So, but Joseph and then put somebody
from what is on
the ticket with him
now. The way I'm saying it,
what you are seeing,
I'm seeing Atiku Obi tickets.
But the obedience are saying it should running mates say no for them.
Obedience is
it will still remain in the party. It will still remain in the party. Joseph Fᴜʟᴏᴡ.
Well, I think foreign connection that the structure resources that they want to deploy. So for me, it can be Obi Atiku. It can be the power from the ruling party. But the issue is this. I think this is the right. Okay, me cannot give anybody advice. So let them go. I think they will wait. And some of them they are equally looking at it.
They will do.
They a strong stakeholder.
So they will go with
the party.
Obi.
Yeah, Obi will be in the ticket.
They go on top of the ticket?
No. It may not be Obi.
So what are they going to do?
It's possible it could be Obi.
Let me give you my prediction.
Yes.
Number one, It's going to be Atiku Obi ticket.
Atiku on top of
northern voters into Atiku's northern voters, and that could be a winning ticket. If that doesn't happen, it's going to be Obi on top of the ticket. And
0410091136. Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah, I want to address the issue at race or the position of Barrister Kotti. Barrister Kotti, I agree with you.
Which of the issues?
You said our party will implode. God forbid. Let me tell you my position. But it's going to be after the death of President Tinubu or
afterwards. 50 years.
That is it. That is it. I'm not saying there is a particular time frame. You understand me? All the resignation of President Tinubu.
So you are saying 0916 0000410. Oh my goodness. Hello, good evening.
A very good evening to all the people in the house. See all these polling parties because they've already searching for the fellow party. You know, that's why I want another candidate or as a running mate. He has already lose here. Look at Nigeria politics. And don't forget what Atiku said when they meet that consultative forum. He was saying, don't vote for you. So Atiku today, he said one thing again. He says it is Macroson to Southeast. 2023. Can he step down for B now? That is another thing. If you do to Atiku, will you think what the
very pertinent questions Prince Wise is asking there about some of these new angles to some of their statements. 09136
talk about the Kano political value of Kwankwaso.
Yes.
In 1999, Kwankwaso was a sitting governor and was defeated by Sakarau.
Yes.
And all these things does not mean that the structure that he made of the Kwankwaso was divided into two. That is what brings Kwankwaso. That is what making Ganduje sustaining in the office. And right now we are talking about the divide and rule theory of Bola Ahmed Tinubu here now. Kwankwaso that the automatic, it remains 30% political value in the Kano state. And the Ganduje political structure is still remain intact. And we are talking that the people are looking, they are talking almost 50%, and the sitting governor are going outside from the country.
All right, thank you, Mr. I think you made your point. That
he believed that Kwankwaso.
Hello, good evening.
Kwankwaso is divided.
Sir, good evening. Nuruddin, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
We greet you.
Yes, this is Samuel calling. That doesn't know about the politics in the north, they will sit here and be discussing the politics in the Kano. Somebody is telling us that Oga Fuad, I want to talk about the River State. You see, Oga Fuad, you know my stand when it comes to the issue of Wike and Fubara. Something I said, this is just a piece. So now they press it to resolve the problem, to solve that problem. He created another instead of solving the problem. He ends up creating no problem.
We are where we are now.
That he hold the knife and he hold the knife. So it's left for him to decide whether to cut the yam or not to cut. Yeah, well, thank you.
All right, thank you. Hello, good evening. I was hoping you would predict what the president would do. Yeah, good evening.
This is what they're calling from my report.
You're welcome.
So the star politician.
Okay.
Is he the grass cutter man? Is he
failed politicians in the past, Abi?
Yes, yes.
So are you saying all the people in APC are people who have not failed? All of them have succeeded.
They have not failed. They are the leader. They are the one. They are only it well. So on Kano, let me go to Kano. Result of the presidential election in Kano. But it's still the result of government election in Kano, where NMP of over 100,000 votes. And what we fail to understand is election. As of today now, Sakarau is being
strongest to you.
As of today,
yes.
So we have two on one side, Gandhi on the side,
all right,
and Sakarau on the side.
Okay, thank you. Well, I think you've made your point. Hello, good evening.
Jota.
Okay, please go on, sir.
It's not easy. I know what I'm going through with my people. People to govern them is not easy. What is happening in River State? We say is the president of them. At least they sign agreement before he return the governor to the state. I'm not sure of who is engaging on the agreement now. Maybe it's weak. So we should have that at the back of our mind.
So what do you think the president will do on this case now? What do you think the president will do? What do you expect him to do?
It is very complicated.
Okay.
Because for the president, self-preservation is the first this thing. He would like to win the next election. He knows the governor can deliver for him. Wike has helped him in the understand that.
Okay.
I know people will say he can solve it, but it's not easy for him to solve
so
it.
Easy, yeah.
Don't let us lie.
Okay.
So on Kwankwaso, I know his song he can't sing. It will be hard though.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. I just want to quickly comment on ADC, fully candidate. Not because I'm an obedient person, but I want to say this. You know, has been dissolved. His favor is no longer there. And he doesn't have believers as Obino. If you want to take the data, you will see that people that love Obi naturally are more better because they see Obi.
Are more better from wait now.
Yes, they see. They see Obi. I'm coming.
I say calm down. You just said something that people who love Obi naturally are more than people who love Atiku naturally.
Love Obi, Atiku naturally. Yes, people, Nigerian people.
You say you love Obi now.
This is what I'm coming. Let me make my point.
In how many states?
You think?
Okay, the way I feel, I see Obi more focused and less corrupt than Atiku.
All right. Thank you. Hello, good evening.
I greet you, Mr. Fuad.
I greet you too.
And I greet Barrister Kotti.
Thank you.
And Mr. Adegbero. The three wise men.
Please, you need to increase your volume. Speak
okay,
louder.
I think God will bless the three of you for us.
Yes.
So, I know, Mr. President, you want to win Cross River State.
River State.
Yes. And there's nothing we can do about it. Mr. President, we support Fubara. We back it up.
Hello. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Paul. Charles Professor.
You're welcome.
I am from South East, Imo State to be precise. Corrupt. Obi is the only sense in Nigeria. When you listen to one radio station, I don't want to mention the name, 90% of the callers are people from South East. They will have that article, they will talk all of this nonsense about the man. As far as I'm concerned, Atiku is not standing trial in any court. Today, if Atiku have any corruption, something against me, bring it, let's go to court. Let me go and defend myself. What's all this nonsense about Atiku? Atiku is corrupt. He's more corrupt than Obi. Blah, 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 blah. I beg Obi and the supporters to go and sit down, I beg.
I know politics does not really work. That was why I was trying to.
Hello, good evening, Oga Ford.
Yes, good evening. I will allow you by after this. Yes.
Now, this is your topic, very hot. I foresee what happened in 1983 will happen. You know, Remy won his election in 1979 under Jaffe. You understand? So, Malam in Kano, I stand to be corrected. There is no position so far like Konkuso. Young men who they massively trust him. Anywhere he moves, they will follow. But you know what? My fear is this. What happened to True Court?
True Court, yeah.
Yes. So, me, I foresee those House of Assembly, they will all lose their feet. In fact, some senators will. Yes. And another thing, sir, before I go, you see this president, what those guys never understand, those positions they don't understand is that this president he don't care about governor or House of Assembly. He cares just to make him, to go to president and rest. Yes.
Okay. Barrister, you wanted to say something? Yes.
Is that politics is not about evangelism, and you have to separate hard facts from
sentiment and emotions.
Sentiments,
yes,
they come from. And this whole idea that realistic, and then understand that politics is not just sentiment. It's not what you say. You know, the reality is there, and today I think cannot be easily pushed aside. And if it cannot, then they have the right to vote whoever they want to vote for. It's up to them.
Hello, good evening. The last call for the evening.
Good evening.
Yes.
Gentlemen of the press, Julius Politics from Barrister Curtis, Omobanuridin, and Oga Joseph, and the uncle. In fact, the knowledge I have gathered together today, I know it will continue to help me in the future.
God bless
you. I just appreciate you. Thank you.
And I'll take some and not take some, and I'm sure people. Yes.
What we stand for me, will be if Obi is not in the ballot, I will not even vote for I think it's on his own.
Wait.
It is better.
I know you are an obedient. So you say Obi does not control you. You people control him.
Yes.
That's a red flag.
And you think it's
the vice? I will not, because it's on me to vote for Atiku as the president. Why not Tinubu continue for the next 4 years?
Very good. You have a choice. That's politics.
Because
don't you think
Indians don't understand politics? They think that politics is in fact, and the problem Obi is having is what he just told you. Obi is a captive of his mob.
His supporters.
He is the one who should lead.
They are leading him now.
What he needs to do is to break away from them. He should go down from their hold. That's when he will know the difference between his supporters and his believers.
Okay. Even as sad as
thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Nuruddin. It's been
I know. You know what he said about Aisha came in, the lady that used to wear the hijab, and what Barrister said was perfect. You keep telling them and they don't understand the principle doesn't do Nigerian politics.
Well,
but it's fine.
All right.
Now,
so what do you have for the evening? Marital matters.
Does marriage require you?
Wait, is it for
it's
the
men
man
and
or
women
the
that
woman?
always do women.
But on this one, are you looking more at the man or the woman?
Most of the time. Let me not take most
when they enter marriage.
So are you agreeing that you lose yourself? You have lost
yourself.
Are
you talking to African man or European man?
I think that both of them should make adjustment by communicating.
The studio. So that, okay, this is what we call it the Political Roundtable, Mainland 98.3 FM. All right, we'll do this again next week.